bottle, it's normally the story that comes with that. Sometimes you laugh, sometimes you cry, sometimes you just remember some good shit. Welcome to the Bottom of the Bottle podcast.
Y'all know what time it is, good people, man. Look, it's the Bottom of the Bottle podcast. These are Saturday night shenanigans or fireside chats, man. We gonna see where it takes us. You know what I'm saying? We have my co-host Carolina Dirt 803. What's going on with you?
Y'all already know what I'm about to say. It ain't hump day, but we about to make a hump day on a Saturday, and then Saturday gonna be hump day. We about to get it in.
All that, man. We living for the weekends, like we always say. We have two of our favorite guests this week. You've seen on individual episodes of the Bottom of the Bottle podcast. B.Luv from LGL Realtalk. Welcome, B.Luv. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you guys doing?
Doing awesome. Thank you
in here
for sitting down and chopping it up with us. And then, absolutely. And of course, Miss TikiBlue on the air. How are you this evening?
Hey, what's going on, guys? And lady.
Hello, welcome.
It's going.
Man.
That shit be sounding extra clear. She got a couple more dollars than me.
I'm telling you. Nah, Tiki got some of our best sound bites since we've been doing this show, man. So it's always fun to have her in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, y'all trying to come for me though. Time I get started, y'all be trying to come for me though. I'm trying to give you good content, and then you want to come for me like that.
Who did that?
That's my brother, man. He could be a jerk sometimes.
Oh no,
I tell people all the time.
You know what I'm saying?
Now I love him and I know him the best. That's why I can call him a jerk. You should. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna get into.
I've been knowing him long enough to qualify. I get one there. I get a free one every now and again. I've been knowing him long enough.
Indeed. We are going to go into our first call. We're gonna split it down the middle. I'm gonna take TikiBlue. Carolina's gonna take B.Luv. So, Tiki, water rides or roller coasters?
Water rides. I don't like anything high.
You don't like anything high? Rom-coms or scary movies?
Rom-coms.
I could dig it. More irritating sharing the last of your favorite snack or being interrupted in the bathroom.
Damn, bathroom. I ain't mean to answer. Damn.
I'm gonna go with the bathroom because if you leave me in the bathroom, I give you my snack.
Hey, hold on, that don't sound right, but I'll leave that one alone.
I'm just saying, you can have it. If I got to get to the bathroom, you get whatever you want out of me at that point. I just need to go.
I need my space.
I need my space. Yeah.
All right. Better first date: meet for coffee and or breakfast brunch, or dinner and a movie.
Ooh. I'm gonna go with the coffee breakfast brunch because if it don't work out, it's not a long time commitment and I'm out.
Indeed.
Yeah.
You got no responsibilities, no kids, no jobs, nobody's messing with you. You off grid.
Yes.
What's one of your favorite activities?
Oh shit. Nobody's bothering me? I'm gonna just sit down on the couch naked. Shit.
I hope you got plastic on it.
Hell no.
I hope not. That plastic ain't gonna work with that naked body. Well, that's my 5.
If I have to clean it, I'm cleaning my own. Oh shit, it's mine.
Oh my God.
Oh man, all right, B.Luv. So we gonna go with the cha-cha slide or electric slide?
Both.
You can't do both now. Come on now, you done did this before.
They both gonna play. That's for sure.
Yeah, they both gonna play.
Exactly. Electric slide.
Guaranteed.
Electric slide. All right. I don't know if you know how to play bid whiz or spades.
Spades.
a train ride through the mountain or a bus ride through the mountains?
A train ride through the mountain.
A waterfall or a geyser?
A waterfall.
One's going down, one's coming up.
A waterfall. A waterfall.
All right. Fruity drinks or strong drinks?
Strong drinks.
Man, I wouldn't.
Do it.
That's what I say.
That's
what I say, man.
You can keep that fruity
Like,
cat.
stop playing, cuz.
All right, and I guess this is gonna be. I guess this is my bonus. I already know what you're gonna say though. First burger joint. Best burger joint.
White Castle.
White Castle.
Definitely my place.
That was first call with the ladies. All right, TikiBlue.
All right, man. Look.
The whole joke behind that is the episode we had with her. She told a story about White Castle, and it was the best night ever. It was like a super bad scene. Like the movie Superbad, it was like one of those things.
Because I can't do White Castle. Maybe I guess it's not in my region. I've had White Castle before, but
What's in your region? What do you have?
Oh, we in the South, cuz, so everything. Barbecue, seafood, like as far as fast food joints that are just local to here, we got everything everybody else got.
Yeah,
Except Russia's.
But like
Russia's.
burgers, what's your top burger where you are?
Shit, my pop.
I guess Russia's. Russia's.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
making a point to get a Russia's burger whenever I'm in town too.
Yeah, everybody does. I know. So everybody when they come back to Columbia, that's on my friends list. They always stop by Russia's.
Yeah, you got to get either a burger with extra fries, no slaw, or them wings be hitting as well. And I'm gonna get me a shake on the side.
Yeah, you got a whole
damn, cuz.
It's $27. Yeah,
I ain't gonna get it all at the same time. I'm just saying those are my go-tos whenever I'm there. It's gonna be one of those items.
And if you're there and it's far away, I would get everything. Like I would be like you. When I go, that sounds like my Crown Fried Chicken in Queens. When I go back to Queens, I go to my chicken spot and I know I want my macaroni cheese. I know I'm not going there for a long time, so I grab all the stuff that I like.
So what's your wings? So what's your wing flavor?
Lemon pepper, but I always need something like honey barbecue or with some spiciness. You know what I mean? I always need 6 of those.
Wait, lemon pepper wet or lemon pepper dry?
Lemon pepper dry.
Okay.
Oh, she might be from down south. She might have a little down south in it because everybody in the south say lemon pepper dry.
Yeah, we like ours lemon pepper dry.
Exactly.
I don't want no wet meat. I'm good with wet meat.
I don't like wet meat and I don't like sweet meat.
Wow.
Oh man,
that's funny.
I used to date a lady, and she used to constantly say the wet meat shit. I don't like wet meat, and I don't even like pause. But every time she did it, I'd be like, pause, man.
Yeah,
damn.
I know I be fucked up too because I be asking people like, you like your Roger Wood fried or boiled?
Yeah.
Wait, fried.
You like your Roger Wood fried or boiled? See, I don't like a boiled because I don't want that shit busting my mouth. Like I just feel.
Now you know how we feel. Don't nobody like shit busting in their mouth.
Well, okay, this is going the wrong way. This is going the wrong way already.
It's going
but
the right way.
I'm just saying, I don't like. That's why I always get my Roger Wood fried on the grill. I don't do that bullshit. I'm too old for that bullshit.
That is hilarious.
That whole sentence, I needed a quick translation. Because all I heard was, fried up boiled. Like, that's or everything in between. I'm like,
okay.
I don't know what he just said, but it sounded like
so that's another local thing. Roger Wood is like a sausage. Like they make sausage. Okay. And it's a beef sausage, and you don't want it to bust in your mouth, apparently.
Well, the red ones is the pork ones.
Yeah, the red one's good as hell. I do like a good Roger Wood, though. I ain't gonna lie.
It's like,
you get it with some light bread. Oh shit, you finna be in the game.
All right, B.Luv, when you get off, just Google Roger Wood. It's in a box.
Okay.
It's the only one in the box.
Oh
But
man.
don't get the spicy one. It's gonna mess you up.
Yeah, the spice
But
one hot.
do they do beef?
Yeah, they do beef. They
Yeah.
come in the blue box. The beef
Okay,
one come in the
perfect.
blue box.
Oh,
I
look,
still ain't gonna get a
see,
boiled
the
though.
color and everything.
Yeah, I still ain't gonna get a boiled though.
That's
I ain't
funny.
Y'all out of
homophobic or
control,
nothing. I
man.
just can't. I just
You
it
told
just
us what to.
it's just like.
Thanks for the heads up. Appreciate it.
No, you
We
can have
was
yours
supposed to
boiled.
have some
You can have yours
No,
boiled.
profound
I'm just saying, I
commentary.
appreciate it too. Like she's like TikiBlue.
But he's right. It will bust in your mouth. You bite into it, it's gonna bust. Don't nobody want that shit.
I get bougie around sausage, cause like, let me get a knife and a fork.
Yeah, let me cut that shit up.
You gotta cut it first to let some of the juice drain out
man.
so that it ain't dripping out. You don't want. It's a whole process to it. You don't want that.
Really?
Yeah.
So anyway,
I gotta go get breakfast.
Yeah, we done fucked up about 10 minutes of that real quick.
That's what y'all signed me up for.
Oh,
I
my
don't know what
God.
you talking about. That's literally what you bring me on here for.
Well, B.Luv is kind of company though. Like she's a veteran, but she kind of company at the same
All
time.
right. Well, you didn't tell me I had to tone it down.
No, you ain't got to tone it down because she.
Me.
I wanted this connection because she live too.
I
I think
love
she
it.
being a little reserved right now though.
I love
Not
it.
at all. You do not have to tone it down for me at all, please. Come on. Let's
She
do
going
it.
to look
What's
up that
next?
Roger as soon as we get off.
I'm
Exactly.
telling you. Just
I'm
don't
like,
get the
the
spicy
directions
one.
are no busting. Like I'm a Google it specifically like that.
right.
How to order without the bust in your mouth. That part right there. But go ahead.
That's
I
gonna
know
get a rap
Google,
song.
Google be like, what the hell did
I
these
can
people
only imagine
do?
the comments under that. Oh man. I swear, man, look, this is what I appreciate most about, the two of you, even though this is y'all first interaction, is the brighter side of things, man. So that's definitely always a focus of the bottom of the bottle, man, is to have a good time, learn some things, and just generally have a good time, man. So, Tiki,
Yes.
worst date situation ever.
All right. I'm gonna give y'all a real story.
I hope so.
That's what we want.
So for New Year's this year, it was actually my worst date ever.
Not this
Didn't
year.
Didn't start out
Hey.
bad. Started out really good.
Well, your year started out bad then.
Yeah, it did. It did. Dude picked me up and everything. We've gone out a couple of times. He's like, hey, I'm going to take you to my house. I'm going to cook for you. We'll celebrate the new year, watch a movie. I'm like, okay, cool, right? Nobody wants to be in these streets. We're watching a movie. Then he starts going in about how he doesn't, like a scene in the movie reminds him of his ex-wife. And I was like, okay. 45 minutes later, he's still like rehashing the whole situation. So then I was like, oh, okay, it's 11:30. I guess we're not going to finish the movie before the new year starts, right? So then he goes, this is why they think I'm schizophrenic. They think I'm crazy. I'm like, I said, oh.
Well, that statement made me think you were schizophrenic.
I was like, oh, okay then. All right. So now I'm trying to plan my escape, right? So I'm like, I'm just going to go to the bathroom. Maybe you can take me home and we'll just call it a night. He's like, I ruined the evening. It's good.
Oh, he's
in the bathroom. I pull up Uber and I'm like, I'm just going to call me an Uber and get the hell out of here. So I come out the bathroom. I'm like, hey, is your address? Da, 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 da. He's like, no, it's such and such. I was like, okay. He was like, why? I was like, Uber's on its way. You don't even need to worry about it. Why do you have to call? Oh, dude. It's good. It's no problem. So I come out the bathroom. I was like, hey, I'm just going to wait outside. Thank you for the evening. It's been real, right? You think I'm too crazy to take you home?
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I do. Actually.
I said, I got you a little emotional and you made us want to take you a nap or something. Just maybe sleep this off.
With a nap.
He was like, what the hell is a nap going to do?
I'm still going to be crazy when I wake up.
Fact.
Oh, man.
I was like, I don't really know, but I feel like either telling you to take a nap or get a glass of water are the only, outlets I got
No,
right
come on now. That's what you tell your kids. That's what you tell your
She
kids.
took the 5-year-old approach.
Yeah.
Little water.
Like, people always say, let me get you a glass of water or go lay down for a minute. So that's what I was like, that's all I got right now.
So what
So
movie were y'all watching?
he follows me outside. I'm like, Uber's right outside. He was like, well, let me pay for your Uber. Nope, I'm gonna charge this one to the game. I got it. Don't worry about it. $45 later.
Wow.
The
Mm.
Wow.
Uber, yes, that's how serious I need to get out of there. The Uber guy runs off the ramp and like almost sideswipes the guardrail. So then I said, Lord, I'm not gonna make it at night. That's
What?
how he never even said, I'm sorry, my bad, or anything. Like I like scream out in the back, like, oh shit, I'm finna die tonight. He just got like straightened back up, got back on the road, like it
That's
went nothing. I was
crazy.
like, oh, I am really gonna die tonight. I just get to the house and I just kind of crawl up under my bed like I'm never coming out again. So worst date story. That's
What
all
was
I
y'all
got.
I
watching?
had no idea those wounds would be so fresh. I'm sorry now.
Man,
I'm
man, man.
sorry.
It's
I
all,
ain't sorry.
I'm good.
That's
I'm still
life.
living. I'm good.
That's life. What
So
movie was y'all watching?
my
Let me get that
question,
out there.
With
my
What's the
Tiffany,
movie?
Tiffany Haddish and
Boy.
Omari Hardwick, nobody's fool. So I guess the
yeah.
scene where like they're in the rain singing "End of the Road," apparently he had done something similar to that to win his wife back, and it didn't work, and it was just bad from there. So
Wow.
yeah, don't ever do that. Don't do that.
So now comes the education part.
Sorry.
Um, where like how long had y'all been building up to this date? Was this a first date?
No, we had gone out probably like 5 or 6 times,
Over how long a period?
like a couple of months.
So he was saying, give or take,
No, she was ignoring the signs.
Apparently, I
or
was
were
ignoring
you
the
ignoring the
signs.
signs?
She was
I'm
ignoring
thinking,
the signs.
I'm thinking, was I ignoring the?
You was
First
ignoring
of
the signs.
all, I've never dealt with anyone that I knew to be schizophrenic, so I did
Hmm.
not know the exact
Signs.
schizophrenic,
Yeah.
that skit signs to look out for.
Right.
I thought, okay, and my gut kept saying maybe he's still too fresh to be, dating. Cause he talked about the ex a lot, and I just kept saying maybe. But I'm thinking, okay, he's a structural engineer.
Mm-mm.
What
He fired now.
you know what I'm saying?
He ain't
Like he
built
had a
nothing.
good job, went to a great college, he had a really nice house. I'm thinking, okay, he's productive. He's a functioning member of society. He's never been to jail. He doesn't have any child molestation or sexual assault, things out there. I'm thinking it's okay. I didn't think about the crazy part though.
Right. That's
Yeah.
so over a couple of months. The X thing would have threw me off. You can't really talk to me too much about another person, and it's not for my ego and not for my jealousy, but just
Yeah.
you're transmitting more of a message talking to me about somebody else than you think you are.
Especially in that early
Um,
in a
Yep.
not a relationship, but that early into a situation. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is.
right. So,
definitely.
B.Luv, have you ever been in a situation like
Oh,
that
she from
where
up
you
north. Oh
thought,
yeah, she has. She from up north.
Yeah. It's so
do you
funny. I'm
mind
sitting here.
sharing?
Not at all. Because hopefully the lesson is what people will take away from it. It actually, I'm listening to her and I'm like, wait, I was just in that situation myself, not that long ago too. And mine was more like, so I was dating this guy. He lived in Atlanta, so I went to Atlanta. We hung out. Everything seemed to be good. So I came back up north. He came back up north to hang out, and everything seemed fine. Like no red flags. Only one red flag that I saw, which was one time the way he was kind of talking to me, like Bernadette, like in that kind of way. And I was like, whoa, the tone, like don't talk to me that way. You know what I mean? It's a
Mhm.
different language for me. So, but other than that, I didn't see any red flags. So anyway, he's getting ready to. we're at my place. He's getting ready to go somewhere. I'm on a live. He's in the bathroom, and he texts me to bring him some toilet paper. I know this is gonna sound wild, guys, but I'm telling you, this is how crazy. To Tiki's point of how crazy it is. So I'm on a live, so I don't see messages come in. I'm focusing on this. So instead of him just yelling out the door, he doesn't. So he's just like he he comes out, he's like, I need toilet paper. I'm like, it's right there in the cabinet. And so he took that as an insult. Like I was trying to like crap on him. Like I was in some kind of power control. Like you need something and I don't want to give it to you. And he flipped the hell out. God damn, like he called me in my house. He called me everything under the sun in my own home. And I was just like, oh shit. So because I'm not the type of person who like, I'm not in a place where I want to be confrontational. I don't fight. I don't argue. When I hear something at a certain decibel, I tune out. I'm just not in that place. So, you know, at this point, I'm just being quiet. I'm like, I'm hoping everything will calm itself down. But, you know, eventually he just had to ultimately go, right? So, long story short of it, next day, he apologizes. Everything's not okay, but it's okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm understanding that it was something in him that triggered him. He felt some kind of like I had a control situation, and he triggered. So I knew it wasn't me. So long story short of it, gave it some time. We're good. But I don't really want to deal now because I don't trust you now. So we spend some time apart. Then ultimately I go to Atlanta right after the New Year. Go to Atlanta. It's his birthday. You know, we're going out to celebrate, have a good time, reconnect, whatever. Not even the first night there, we're in a situation where the next day he's like, you know, he's just going off on me. And I'm just sitting here like, hold on. Part two? Hold on. So let me get this right. So this was my fault at this point. Because they say when a person shows who you are, believe them. And I did it. And I was just like, you know, so here we are again. And so to your point, you know, I was just like, here I am in Atlanta for 4 or 5 days to be here with this guy. And not even day 2, we out the gate. So this is a no. Because for me, it can't continue to happen. But to your point, it definitely has changed my views on dating, you know, and interacting with men on a whole. So that's my story.
So when he came out there after taking the shit, and he still got shit on him, you was still live when he was going off?
Yes.
So everybody in the live heard him going off?
Well, at that point, I'm wrapping it up because he's losing his shit at this. I'm like, let me just
you like Steve Harvey, turn this shit off. Turn this shit off.
You know, I was just like, what the hell is happening? But, you know, again, in those moments, you don't know what the heck to do. Like, at this stage of the game, what kind of woman would I be to not give you toilet paper? What do I get out of that? I'm just really trying to figure out where in your mind you thought
I'm a jerk because I'm a jerk because I can see me on some Winnie the Pooh shit with my ass out, like it's over here.
Exactly, right? I'm like, listen, it's right there, like it's a step away, literally. So I would have just been like, hello.
Well, I got a question. I'm
like, hello.
Because who doesn't check everything in the bathroom before they come out asking for? Like, I'm just gonna open up your cabinet. I'm not trying to pry, but look, I need the toilet paper. So where are you hiding it?
Do it, and that's what I'm saying. If you don't find it, again, at one time did he open the door and say, "Hey, I need this." He just thought that since he sent me a text that I was ignoring him. He hears me he doesn't know if it's a phone or a lot. Now all of this is his insecurity. This dude made up a whole bunch of shit in his head. Take 2 steps to the pantry. The apartment is not that big. It's big, but it's not that big. You know what I'm saying? Figure it out. Right. I would.
I mean, he might have been insecure, but he was taking a shit in your house. Like if I just.
That is a vulnerable point for a man.
To take a shit.
That's a vulnerable point for a man.
Especially if you come with the intentions of having a good weekend. Even like early in my dating years, like I didn't want to take a shit in another female house. Like I just hold that shit. If I had in my head that tonight wasn't gonna go nowhere, like you know what I'm saying, go nowhere. I'm holding this shit. I'm shaking. I'm doing all that.
I'm with you, like
I'm doing all that to make sure how you see me is of cleanliness and you know. Right. But if I done in my head thought I got to take a shit at your house, I'm kind of comfortable, but I'm still insecure.
Of course.
Yeah, you knew you wasn't gonna go 4 days without taking a shit.
And who's not checking with toilet tissue, saying here, you know, just in case. There's really all you can do is again, let me know what you need. and I got you. But
So he didn't check to see how much tissue was on the roll before he
I
sat
always do
down to
that.
commit
well,
such
there
shit.
you go. Let's go with it with that. But even if it doesn't matter whether there was none, whether there was some, all you have to do is communicate. Just communicate.
Let me ask you this. Once he finished shitting, did he take a shower immediately afterwards, or did he just put his clothes back on?
No, remember, he was cursing.
That was going to be my question. That was going to be my next question.
Me out to worry about that part, so I don't know what happened.
So he did not wash his ass. Okay, we know.
So hold on, so you didn't kick him out after that?
He left.
You didn't kick
he
him?
ultimately wound up.
So
yeah,
when he came to visit you, he wasn't really staying with you. Like he had his own place, but y'all was like he had his own hotel or whatever.
He was staying, but he has family here.
Oh yeah,
So,
I would have took that shit somewhere else.
So he should have
Once
went
my
to
stomach started bubbling,
That's funny.
I'd say I'll be right back.
Yeah,
They not that close. They not around the corner.
he should have went down the
Oh,
street
my
to the
God.
bodega or something to go use the bathroom. Like,
No, I ain't gonna take no shit nowhere else.
I mean,
man.
listen, hold on, calm down. It's not that serious. Like at the end of the day, it's a body function. We all do it wherever we are, whether it's a hotel or your house.
But
we
if
don't
he
do
really
it.
feel
We don't
you,
do
that's-
it before it go down, though. We don't do it before it go down. You got to hold it
Just make
until
sure you
it go down.
Just wash out the streaks. Make sure you get the scrub brush and hit the streaks. Put a little spray in the air. Come on, grown-ups. Come on, what you want?
At the point that I'm in the bathroom,
To the time it is going down, I'm not even gonna pee. I need to make sure it is just the way it came out the shower until it goes down. I'm holding all bodily functions. I don't want nothing leaked out. Nothing.
Yeah, I hold my shit.
Yeah, ain't nothing going down until it go down.
there is a woman that I probably haven't seen in 25 years that hates my guts because I went to go visit her and we was chilling on some snow and shit. And I went to the bathroom and the fucking toilet broke.
Ooh.
I think about this lady all the time because it's probably the most horrible situation I ever been in my life. Wow. And I still had another 36 hours until I could leave.
So your shit broke the toilet?
Oh, man, I don't know what the fuck happened. But, like, it's a vulnerable point. You know what I'm saying?
For a man.
But having had that happen, there not being any toilet paper in the bathroom ain't nothing to yell at. Like, I'm probably going to do some body rolls. Like, I'm going to get your attention somehow.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying. Just communicate. All you had to do actually was crack open the door.
Well, let me ask.
I need some PP.
Hey, B. So the time
straight up.
How much time passed between the time he sent you the text and the time he flipped out?
It had to be after everything was said and done, because I didn't even see the text until after everything happened.
Oh.
You know, all of this was transpiring, and I was a guest on the live. It wasn't my live, so I was a guest on the live. So I'm watching the live. I'm interacting with the live. So I'm not paying attention to my phone. So it wasn't like I was like, oh, I saw the text come in, and it was like, oh, F him. It was like I was just doing this. So it wasn't until after the fact that I even saw the text that said, I need some tissue. And it made me feel bad because I'm like, damn, I wouldn't have just left him out there in the wind. You know what I mean? And now I kind of understand how he felt. But it still didn't give him the right to go the way he went. So
what was it that got you with, like, what was it that attracted you to him before the self-destruction?
I like that he was like a really down to earth, like genuine nice guy. The kind of guy who would do nice things for people. You know what I'm saying? He was funny. He was motivated. He had a lot of good things. He was a good dad. And what seemed like the interaction, because again, I only went to only a certain point, right? And everything on the surface looks great. But from what I saw, he seemed to be a good dad. And I just really thought, he's somebody we had great conversation and enjoyed each other. I thought he was somebody, we could rock.
Well, let me ask you this then. So when you quit messing with him, you just ghosted him?
The first time.
Oh, now remember how I asked you that question?
Exactly, because it's my thing. The second time he was ghosted. I don't even talk to ghosts. I don't even remember what you look like Casper.
I don't think ghosting is the worst situation for people, man.
Oh,
sometimes
if you know it's not working anyway, right? I get respect, adult maturity,
Damn,
but we
Tiki.
don't fuck with each other.
Damn,
Say
Tiki.
that.
Mm-mm.
I would say.
I'm
I
gonna
would just
disagree.
say that. Me too.
Yeah,
Say that.
if it's not working, you can be man enough. I can be woman enough to say, "Hey, I don't think this is working for me. Good luck in life." That's
Right.
very simple. I think ghosting somebody you haven't really had a beef. You just feel like maybe y'all aren't it or whatever. It's very easy to say that, but to just completely ghost somebody, that shows a
So
level of
rude.
immaturity and insecurity in you, and
Agreed.
you're leaving that other person thinking like, damn, what did I do? You messing up somebody else's self-esteem and
Yep.
self-image.
Agreed.
Well, let me ask you this: what if y'all ghost at the same time? Who decides who's getting ghosted?
Yeah, I've never felt any kind of way for being ghosted. Granted, it hadn't happened that many times. And as far as me,
It's a business transaction.
not
Yeah.
always. Not
It
always.
is.
There's
If
no
we
way
done went
that
out to
I'm.
eat and you ghost me, that's a business transaction. I paid for your
Yeah.
time.
There's no way that I have a relationship, talk to somebody every day, 3 to 6 months, that I ghost that individual. But there is somebody that I would ghost after one date. You know what I'm saying?
Again, for me, I
Like,
think
I don't owe
I
you
agree
shit.
with.
I just met you.
It's not I don't owe you shit. I think it's just it's a human being thing to do to be like,
Yeah,
yo, we went out,
yeah,
we hung out, everything was cool, but I'm not feeling you like that. Like it's just a human being thing to do, and we've gotten so past that. I don't owe you nothing. I don't owe you anything either. So in that note, since you
Right.
want to take me out, and and you think that you paying for my time, get ready to pay like you weigh, because my time is valuable. So you see how we could flip situations and words. All we're asking for is decency. If we've been out on a couple of dates and you just like, I'm not feeling it, say that. Because women have different attachments than men. And what we feel and what we're
Indeed.
at sometimes is not where you may be at. And at this stage of the grade, as adults, you can't have human decency. So I don't know that I necessarily. Now, ghosting, here's what that applies.
I'm learning.
You want to be the lunatic, the schizophrenic on New Year's after we're watching 25 minutes of it. You getting ghosted, homie. You're ghosted.
Yeah, but that's
Oh,
now
so
you- now
there
you
is
put-
a situation
this
where it's
situation-
appropriate.
But that's not fair.
You guys to cut it off. Why?
Well, let me.
Because I gave you an opportunity and you crapped on it. Now I don't need to give you anymore.
Well, and this is, I don't know how this conversation got this way,
Okay.
but like we grew up military. Like my dad was in the military. It's easy for us to ghost people. We
Right.
ghost people all the time because military, you don't know you're going to be in the same location all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's easy for us to ghost, but if you really don't know that in me or think that in me, if I ghost you, I'm not thinking I'm doing anything wrong because that's how I was bred.
Right.
But you're saying, not you.
With
but
nomads.
yeah, but you say that the common decency, the military had no common decency. You woke up, and your dad said or your mom said, "We moving."
Okay.
There is no breakdown. So growing up, that's one of the things you learn, that you're not going to be in the same location all the time. You're not going to know the same people all the time. So us ghosting, as far as me and my brother, because we talk about this all the time, it's easy for us. It's
Right.
easy for us to shut down and ghost people because that's how we was bred. And then even now where we're at now, and we've been here the longest, you got to think, you don't go to the same school no more. You know, you go from middle school, then you switch to high school, then either you go to college or you go on with your life. But from your childhood, you was always used to ghosting, so that just stays a part of you for the rest of the time.
But when you're trying to date somebody, you need to have that conversation. If it's easy for you to ghost because you easily detach, you need to have that conversation with somebody.
But you don't know it's easy. You don't know it's easy till it's there. Like you don't know it's easy till
But
you see the
at
red
this
flag.
point, you know it's easy for you. At this point,
I
you
speak
know
on that.
it's easy for you. So you all need to have that conversation.
I always got ghosted. Like
I'm
I've
just-
got.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say I always got ghosted, but I got ghosted one time. I ain't gonna lie. I got ghosted one time. I think I was fresh out of high school. I was in college and I was working at this place, and the lady, she put me on with her daughter. So we go out, and my thing is, we were going out. I ain't got no money. I work with your mama. You know I ain't got no money. You know. And
Your
so we
mama
You know
did.
what kind of money I got.
Yeah, so we did the movie, the movie and the dinner, and I was like, so you want to eat first or you want to go to the movie first? And she was like, well, we'll go to the movie first. So we go to the movie. You already know. Well, down south, I ain't got no money. by the time you buy the popcorn, the candy, and the drink, you done spent $30.
Indeed.
So I was like, man, I ain't buying you no candy. I was just fucking around because that's just my attitude. But she ghosted me just because she thought I was that uptight and tight about money in the situation. Even though we still went out to eat afterwards, like we went to a sit down restaurant afterwards, but she didn't understand my humor, so she took it as disrespect. But at the time I'm in college. I work with your mama. Your mama's making $7 and some change.
I don't have it, ma'am.
I don't have it. I make $7 and some change. I'm in college. I asked you before, you want to go to the movie, like how you want to do this? Not to say to share that. I'm just trying to prep my day. I'm not lying to you. Like I can say if I'm lying to you, say we gonna do this. I didn't say that. I said what you want to do first. You want to do the movie first or dinner first? She was like, we'll do the movie first. Even though I still bought it. That's the thing. I still bought what she said, like the candy and the popcorn. But I was cracking jokes out through the night, and she took it as, I guess, disrespect or whatever.
You an asshole, cuz. Like,
yeah,
that's
she
okay.
took it as me an asshole. Like, and she ghosted me.
Everybody ain't in tune. This is what I'll say. As far as having a conversation about, not necessarily about ghosting, but like I said, that military upbringing, you hear one day, you go on the next. I definitely had that conversation with people. Because I don't really bullshit around. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we cool, I'm at an age now where if we cool, my powers of discernment, we always gonna be cool.
Yeah.
Like, I'm never gonna foul you. You know what I'm saying? Also, if I call you and I'm reaching out to you and you don't answer the first time, the second time, the fifth time, there's no sixth time. You feel me? I don't care what you think you need. Like, you had such and such going on. If your cat died. Hell, if your mama died. In 5 days, you could have said, my mama died. You feel me? And then I've never been the type. I have a disdain for the bugaboo. The stalker type. The dude that don't know how to let go. So that plays in my mind as well if relationships are in trouble or about to end.
Yeah.
Like, it's just easier for me to be like, you know we not in a good place. I've been trying to talk to you. We bullshitting around it and nobody wants to say it. Okay, sometimes I say it, sometimes I don't.
And then
sometimes it's just, I hadn't talked to you in a month.
And then the stalker shit.
Oh,
like
we still cool?
The stalker shit, like my brother said also, once that stalker shit come in, because my head think different. The stalker shit, I'm thinking police. I'm getting tased going to jail. Automatically, I'm serious. When that stuff when stuff like that happens, I'm already thinking about the outcomes of what's happening. So
being the big black guy in the relationship.
Yeah, like if you've never been in that role, you don't understand. I'm not talking about y'all two. I'm just talking about anybody. If you've never been in that role, you don't understand how people look at you. So if you're the stalker person and you're calling all the time, you're putting yourself in a situation that you don't want to be. So it's kind of easier in our eyesight to ghost people. Once again, that comes from my childhood also, but it's easier because people look at you as a worse outcome. If I got to fight this big dude, if I got to fight this black dude, if I got to fight this whatever, I'm going all in. But I'd rather call the cops. So all that stuff is in your mind before you ghost. Well, I do. My brother do too. And that's any relationship, friends, family. It really don't matter to me. I ghost you quick.
And sometimes it's not even ghosting. Like, sometimes it's like, I'm not talking to you right now. If I run into you 6 months from now, I'm still not trying to be your best friend, but I'm going to speak to you. I'm never going to disrespect you.
So
I don't know. I just look at it a different way.
Let me ask y'all, both of y'all can answer this. So if y'all see the two dudes 3 months from now, how do y'all take that interaction?
I'm gonna say, hey, how you doing? I'm keeping moving.
We don't have no audio, B.Luv.
B.Luv, we can't hear you. Still can't hear you.
while she's trying to get that together,
Hey,
you may
go out.
need to
Yeah,
pop
go
out
out.
and come back in.
Yeah, go out, come back in.
Yeah, I'm not trying to justify ghosting. Like I said, if there's a certain level of respect that you just gonna get what you get. Like this ain't
Okay.
working. You know what I'm saying? But I also don't have no problems never talking to you again.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a story for that. I went out with this dude or whatever. We hung out,
You've been going out a lot.
and I was just like, "Huh?
Nothing. Go ahead.
Shut up.
Please don't pay him no attention.
I'm a grown ass single woman. I can do that.
You ain't got to put that tag on it. You ain't got to say
I,
grown
I
ass.
do have to put that tag on him.
Go ahead.
Anyway, so in my mind, I'm thinking, I don't really, he alright, but I'm noticing little things about him that I don't really like that hot. So I'm like, probably not. I'm on the fence. At the end of the day, he's like, hey, I can't wait to see you again. I'm like, okay, maybe I'll see you next weekend. He's like, great. So I get home. Okay, I can tell the vibe is off a little bit. The next day, nothing. Day 2, nothing. Day 3, he messages me. So I was like, hey, did you mean to message me? He's like, no. I said, okay. And then later on, like 2:30 in the morning, he sends me this long ass text message about why he ghosted me, right? So I just kind of sent him like a 4-line reply and was just like, all right, shit, it don't bother me.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently that bothered him that I wasn't bothered that he ghosted me because in my mind I was like, I ain't want to fuck with you anymore anyway, right? So I ain't care. So he calls me the next day to explain to me his text message because he said he felt like I misunderstood what he was saying because my reply to him was so short. So I read it back to him and I was like, this, you said da 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 da. He's like, yes. I said, so you meant you didn't really want to fuck with me like that? Yeah. I said, I don't think I misunderstood that. I understood it perfectly. You say you don't really want to fuck with me like that, which is cool because I don't really want to fuck with you like that either, right? He's like, but I don't think you understood it. Like, I ain't trying to be a jerk about it. I was like, I don't think you being a jerk about it. I think we good. I understood what you're saying. So, I'm trying to get off the phone. He literally says, I think this phone call was pointless. I think so as well. I don't know why you called me to explain to me why you ghosted me.
To have an awkward phone call.
I said, and that's what I said. I said, because this is actually quite awkward at this point. I don't really know what you want from me. So then, he's going on. I said, you know what? Let me tell you what the issue is. The issue is you actually do like me.
You hear me now?
Yep, we can hear you now.
Yeah, you done turned to
got the light on and everything.
Yeah, you got real light skinned.
There you go. Yeah, it's a different view. Now I really lit up the screen. Bright light.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Since we were talking about it like that, I think there's probably a difference in maybe what I'm doing is not necessarily ghosting. And I'm starting to get that now. So ghosting, or maybe there's degrees of it. There's a guy that is courting a woman and acting like he is in love with a woman and building these things with a woman, and he disappears.
Mm-hmm. Ghosting.
I don't think I'm necessarily talking about it in the same way.
I don't think you got to the level of commitment.
Yeah, if you're
right.
If you just completely disappear, your last conversation is, hey, I'm gonna talk to you tomorrow, whatever like that, and then tomorrow never comes, you've ghosted.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, your audio
that I don't.
Better too. Yeah. You and Kiki must be in the same place. Y'all both got good audio. I'm about to take a PP loan out for my audio. But go ahead, B.Luv.
Don't do it.
No, exactly what Tiki just said. If we talked and it was like, I'm gonna talk to you later or whatever, and I never talked to you again, you've been ghosted.
But who has the power to ghost? Is it because technically you can ghost if a dude stopped talking to you, but he's waiting on you.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily. Like,
well, I'm just saying, like,
the way we just put it makes the most sense. Like, you're leading someone to believe a certain thing, and then you stop. You know what I'm saying? Everything was all good until a week ago. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That part.
But can you ghost at the same time? If you ghost at the same time, whose fault is it?
Nobody's.
So
Right.
who
I
determines
don't think
that?
you can ghost unless you're in a relationship. Is the thing.
But if
Not
we
dating.
No, not
I think you got to
necessarily.
be in a
Thank you.
relationship.
Thank you.
You can be
Go
if
ahead.
you just starting out dating and y'all are on that path, then because apparently dude was gonna ghost me, but I was gonna ghost him as well at the same
Exactly
time.
at the same time. That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah,
who?
so I was okay with that ghost, and apparently he was going to be okay with it. But once he realized I was going to ghost him as well, then that was the issue.
But yeah, so I'm saying like that can't be an issue because that was your intention from the beginning. Like his intention was already ghosted, so you
Yeah.
can't be mad if
Yeah.
somebody else's intention of
And
ghosting.
I
wasn't,
wasn't mad, and I wasn't because, like I
No, I'm
said,
talking
in
about
my
him.
mind, I was thinking this isn't working. So in his mind, apparently, he was thinking I ain't really feeling her like that as well. What broke it? So I guess I ended up being the ghoster because he
That's
reached
not a
out
word.
to
But
me
go ahead.
first. I just whatever. I'm a ghost. Yeah, he was the ghosty.
Right. He was ghosty.
Yeah, because he broke it when he reached out to me to explain to me why he was ghosting me, and my response was, "All right," which means, "Okay, I'm good with that."
But let me ask you this:
That's reactive ghosting.
Yeah.
That's not ghosting. That's reactive ghosting. Well, I was gonna ghost you first, but because
That's
you
fragile
said it
ego.
first, I'm just gonna put it in right. And are we
Yeah.
confusing ghosting for cutting people off? Because
Yes,
to me, it's
we
two
are.
different things.
It is. It is.
Sometimes
think
you gotta
that- I
cut
think
somebody
that's where
off.
it
Like
is.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's it. That's it, B.Luv. You put it right. You
To
cut
me,
people
ghosting
off
is
or you
like
ghost.
we nothing was really ever gonna pop off anyway. You know what I'm saying? We were just seeing what it, and then it's just like, yeah, I'm out. You know.
So it's cut off, then it's ghosting. Cut off, ghosting.
Ghosting. I can see
think,
where ghosting is
again,
more egregious. I can see that.
It
Now.
is.
I think they're right here, to be honest with you. But yeah, because they to me they're different situations. You could meet somebody and start dating them and rock with them. You know what I'm saying? And be like, I really don't want to do this anymore. You know what I mean? Then it's like that's the cutoff to me. I'm good. You know.
So let me ask you.
And you know it. You both know it.
So let me ask you this, because
So I think that's it. If you both know it, it's a cutoff. But if
you know both don't know it.
that's a
You
ghost.
both
Then
don't
that's
know
a
it.
ghost. Then that's a
You
ghost.
both don't know it.
Yes, you do. You both
Yes,
you
you do.
both know when this isn't going
You do.
No.
someplace.
Well, let me ask you this. So the way you read that text message, you read it in your tone.
Mm-hmm.
My tone of sending to you, it's like the telephone game. The way I say it ain't gonna be the same way you receive it.
Which is fine. But he also remember he called me to verify that I understood his text correctly because he didn't feel like I understood it. So when I read it,
He is weird.
He
and
sounds
He
like
is
a
weird.
this is what you wrote. Is this what you meant? He goes, yes. And my reply is, then apparently I understood it correctly. We're good.
But what I'm saying is like when we send stuff communications through text message, the way somebody sends it in their head is different than the way somebody receives it in their head.
It's a combination
I don't
of
know.
both
I
because
agree.
like, his thing was I'm not a bad dude. I'm not a grimy dude. I want to make sure you took it the right way. So then my reply is, if you haven't said anything to me in days, and then you send me a text at 2:30 in the morning, you don't give a flying fuck about how I take it. How you sent it is exactly how you meant for me to take
At 2 in
it.
the morning,
At 2 in the morning.
you might have thought you was butt
That's
naked
when
on
he
the
had
couch.
You didn't send
That's
it
when
to
he had
me.
enough.
You know, you
He had to
didn't
have enough
send
in
it
him.
to me at 9:30. You didn't send it to me right after I messaged you back and was like, hey, did you mean to message me? No, you waited several hours to 2:30 in the morning to send me this long ass message, and then you wait until the following night to call me on it. Nigga, you been sitting here stewing on this shit. I don't give a fuck about it no more. I'm good. I'm over it. But obviously, you're still thinking about it.
Carolina.
Yeah.
What's your worst
That's
date?
enough. Yeah.
That damn, because the whole thing about that date I was telling y'all about, it was over some damn lemon heads. That's all it was. It was over some lemon
I
heads.
think you stupid. I think you really like that girl, and you didn't have enough money that day.
Not lemon heads.
It was
Not
because
lemon
I
heads.
was being authentic because I knew her mother.
Right.
Like that was the thing. Like if it was just somebody I met off the street, it'd have been different. Like her mother knew me and set us up. So that's what made it. That's what put more into it.
You had additional pressure on you.
Exactly.
Understood, but you didn't know her, and at the end of the day, it's like you being transparent says everything, and this is what I say today. I love, it's almost like a joke with me in my relationships because transparency is so important. It's like this is what I can. So my youngest son's dad, I'll never forget it. We met in college. We were in English class together at LIU, right across the street from Junior's restaurant, home of cheesecake. So one day after class, I'm like, let's go grab some coffee across the street and talk about whatever. And he was like, okay. So now I could tell from dude's appearance that he was struggling. It was the winter time. He didn't have on a heavy coat. His shoes were worn down. So I already knew that, wherever we're going, I got it, But him being a man, in his mind, he was like, thinking, oh, I don't have money for this, right? So we get to the table, we sit down, and he's like, look, I only have like $10. You know what I mean? He was like, and I was like, listen, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? I invited you. We're going to sit down and eat, order what you want, and we're going to go through these school notes, But I appreciated his honesty because some dudes would let you sit there, order what you want. You know what I'm saying? Sit and not say, but I get that fear too. So, that's where my rule comes from. If I ask you out, I'm paying. I don't assume people's pockets. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on. So if I'm offering or if I ask, I'm paying.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I also like the Dutch too. But the Dutch ain't. Like,
Popular.
if we were to go, if
It's not popular.
it's not popular, but it is. You can see
Dutch
how
is
somebody's
fair,
thinking.
but it's bullshit.
It's not
It's
bullshit.
bullshit.
You can see where somebody's head is at, and that's if the offer's there. I'm not talking about put it out there. I'm not saying put it out there. If you say I got it, and in the middle they say don't worry, I got it. I think that's where you start seeing where somebody's mind is at. Are we about to build something? And you can feel if that's a red flag or not.
It's more or less like this. If I'm going out with you, cuz I can kind of tell if you can foot the bill for what the fuck I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have looked at somebody, you've been around them, small talk, whatever, you can kind of tell what somebody is built on. I'm old school. It don't matter if you invite me or not. I'm probably gonna pay for it. I'm not gonna agree to go unless I'm gonna pay for it. Gotcha. You feel me? Yeah. I might hit you with the tip shit. Leave them people a tip, man. And you better leave. If I paid for everything,
that's fair.
You better leave a real tip.
What if I only got a credit card?
You can leave that. Buy a drink. I done did it before. You buy a drink and
you
put
only
the tip
got
on
a
the
credit card, I'll let it slide.
No,
I'll let it slide.
You buy something and put it on the credit card. I done did it.
I'd always try to take cash with me, which I think is a lost art.
Yeah,
but I always try to have, like, especially when I go out on a date, for situations just like that. I always at least offer to pay the tip if they say so. I always make sure to leave some cash, or even if it's valet. You know what I'm saying? Little things like that where it's just like, because people don't tip, which saddens me. Especially when you're dealing with a service industry. I'm like, how you know we're about to come out to valet? How you don't have a couple of singles on you? Like, I don't get that, but I get it. So that being said, because they take Cash App now, so
right.
But
right.
I try to do that. But exactly, I'm with you. Like, you know who you're rolling with. You got to feel the room out. You got to see who you're rolling with. I made a comment to someone the other day. We were talking about things like that. Trying to, I don't need to impress anybody, and I don't need to pick up the tab, and I don't need to do any of these things. And I'm like, what you do because you want to. Let's be clear. At least for me, number one. I said, and number two, I know who I'm dealing with. So I know not if I need to sit back and just chill because I know they got it. And if they don't got it, which I know they got it by the way they moving, I got it. Or if I got it. Because as a grown woman, you have to assess the situation and be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? What am I going to do here? Sometimes you just know. You're like, all right, what am I going to do here? Am I going to, take the lead or whatever the case may be? And I think that gets misinterpreted between men and women because it's like she's just trying to be independent. Nah, I'm just trying to help you out. Because if you had it, I wouldn't have to.
Is that part of the ghosting too? Does that contribute to the ghosting? Whether it's a female or a male, if a dude say he gonna pay for it, end up short, and you pay for it, do you ghost him, and vice versa?
No. I don't.
No, you can curse him out. You don't have to ghost him. You can tell him to his face. He ain't
like, you know better. Exactly. You know better. So.
I know, because you just never know what happened. I don't count nobody's money like that. You just never like something could have transpired. Like he had to come out of pocket some extra money, or his check could have been short that day. He didn't know it was going. He wasn't anticipating. I mean, anything could happen. So So if he
could be in a whole different state, they just turn your card down because you're not in the right state. You know what I'm saying? It could be all types. So that's why I don't get embarrassed by that. Oh, your card declined. I'm like, here's another one. Because that stuff happens. So that's nothing to ghost over. At least
run it again.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm not running you on that card. I just want them.
Shit, I just got paid. My shit was auto deposit. My shit got rejected. Like, come on.
Run it again, sir.
Okay.
Hey,
man.
Then my internet was messed up, so I had to go outside the establishment just to check my. So I guess
what they be thinking. His broke ass, he ain't coming back.
Okay.
They always think that. Now I'm coming back. Leave it on the counter.
Yeah, turn my phone off, turn it back on, and reset my internet. I ain't like y'all nasty food anyway.
This is the last call or final call. We about to walk out of the bar. This was dope. I'm kind of. I think we need to fill this out a little bit more, but I feel like this group with this conversation started in a nice place. B.Luv, what's your final call? What you want to tell the people?
I just want to tell people, man, trust your instincts, trust your gut. Don't settle. You know what I mean? And just, live your life. Live life to the fullest every day in every way. Trust God, because he got your back no matter what. And if you haven't tried that dude out, try him out. I'm telling you, he's the realest you'll ever meet. And just, be true to yourself.
Indeed. Tiki, what you want to tell the people?
I'm gonna follow behind her. Like, just don't be out here trying to tear somebody else down. Like, we too old for that, because I can guarantee you, whatever you saying to them, they're probably saying 10 times worse about themselves in their head. So, like, it's not even worth it. If you're not there for it, just don't be there for it. Just move the hell on.
Exactly.
I can dig that. Carolina, what you gonna tell
more? You hear more people about something getting destructive than you do constructive. You really don't. You see bills getting put up, but they put more news and more facts on why they're destroying it. And that's with people. That's with relationships. That's with whatever you do in life. Businesses. It don't matter. People just put more focus in destructive than constructive. This was an idea that if you ever seen anything we've done on our platform, we never had two women of this caliber on here, and it's something we're gonna try to resonate later, and we're gonna get with them and coordinate another date so we can have some more conversation like this. We appreciate both of them. They both have their own podcast. Make sure y'all look into both of them, TikiBlue and B.Luv. We appreciate it.
At LGL Real Talk.
Yeah,
at TikiBlue on the air.
And both of them have helped us become better at what we do. Offline, both of them have given us good constructive criticism. Constructive, once again, it goes back to what I said about being constructive. We appreciate both of them, and we're gonna have them back, whether they like it or not. They're gonna try to ghost us. They're gonna try to ghost us, but we don't care. So,
no ghosting.
It is what it is. Appreciate y'all watching.
Hey man, look, I'm gonna paraphrase for everybody, man. You know that person ain't shit. Deep down inside, you know they not shit, and you can see it in their eyes, and you can smell it coming off them. Stop selling yourself short. It ain't gotta be about a red flag. It ain't politics. Do what makes you happy in life. Nah, I'm speaking for me, Jaywalking the Third. I'm not speaking for them. Listen to what they said, not what I said.
One more thing.
This is the Bottom of the Bottom podcast.
Let me tell you. Y'all stay on real quick afterwards. But if they like their sausage boiled, they ain't shit. Go ahead.
Oh my god.